Hey there, this is Amy with crazybeautiful.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm going to show you today how to make a note card with a frame on it that is scored. This is a sophisticated Serifs stamp set that I'll be using today, and it's a great deal out of the Occasions catalog because you get a full set of uppercase and lowercase letters, plus a bunch of little embellishments, a rectangle frame, which is really fun. And if you go ahead and go online and order that stamp set with some note cards and envelopes, you'll also get to choose a free celebration item until the end of March. So let me get started on this, and I'm going to start by, on the front of my note card, I'm going to zoom in a tiny bit. I'm going to just score a rectangle. Now, I'm actually going to flip it over, not like there's a front and back right now necessarily, but I usually fold towards that bump on there, so this is the inside of my card. So I'm going to turn it to the inside so that my bumps when I make my score lines are on the outside. So you'll see what I mean in a minute. So I'm going to come down 3/4 of an inch, which is at 4 1/4, and then I'm not going to score from here, but I'm going to just estimate like a 1/2 inch, we'll say. And I'm going to find that groove, and then I'm going to score a line. And I don't want it to go all the way down either, so I'm going to try to keep it about a 1/2 inch in from the edge. Sorry, I had 1/2 inch in my mind. You're going to want to go to 3/4 and score this one. And I'm going to kind of overlap and crisscross my ends. And that used to be something we do when we were doing our architectural drawing by hand, which was kind of a nice little hand-drawn effect. So I'm just scoring this first because this will give you a frame in which to do your stamping. So there is that. And get my board out of the way. Now I like to use my paper piercing mat just because these are photopolymer stamps, and that way it'll make a nice impression. But let me show you. I'm going to start over here on my block and show you how I lined these up. Now you're going to put your letters face down, so the part that's up right now is the part that's going to stick to the block. So you can pretty much use anything that has a line on it and flip your stamps over. The grid paper works great because there's so many different lines that you can align: top, bottom, middle, etc. And then I'm going to make sure this is face up, so this is how I'll see it on when I stamp it. Like I'm looking through the block. And then there you go. Make sure they all look good and they're evenly spaced, lined up. They're not really lined. These guys aren't lined up that great. Sorry. They're going to stick to you a little bit, so you want to just touch them real gently. So if your block's not wide enough like that, or like that, you can always angle it a little bit. This is block D, or just go up to a size block letter E. I am going to use Bermuda Bay, which is one of my favorite colors. So just ink that up, and I always look at it before I stamp it, make sure it looks nice and clean, otherwise you can kind of get some flecks off with your fingernail and then ink it up again. I also have a video that is has 3 tips for getting good results with your photopolymer stamps. If you haven't seen that yet, maybe you want to. Head over to YouTube and check that out. I'm just going to finish this up by adding a couple little flowers in black. Thank you so much for joining me. That will make a great note card, and if you order the note cards and envelopes, you actually get 20 note cards with the matching same size envelope. So make sure to check that out. That would be a great gift for someone. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.